So, Dave Stacey, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, my name's Dave Stacey. I'm a history teacher at Oxford School in Swansea. Anyone else need to pay £6.50 to go home tonight? More or less. Hello, great. Okay, I'm going to talk about Guerrilla CPD. Who can guess what my first image is going to be? Well done. Okay, having made my cheap visual joke, I now have to try and shoehorn this into my presentation somehow. So, we could make the analogy that very often school-run CPD involves getting one person in, they stand on the stage and they talk at the staff for a day, sometimes. And you might be lucky, you might have a Hal Roberts. If you're really lucky, you might have a Mark Anderson. And sometimes they're great, sometimes they're very useful because they provide staff with a sense of solidarity. You provide staff with a common enemy that everyone can bitch about afterwards. What they're not necessarily brilliant for doing is providing the CPD and the development that you need right now. I was a little bit worried earlier that I was about to steal Alex's talk because I was in Alex's workshop earlier. And there is a little bit of a crossover for those of you that are there with me. Don't know what that's a photo of. Quick history lesson for anyone. No? It's a photo from the first ever TeachMeet. And it was in a pub with a few teachers in Edinburgh. And they've grown to this kind of thing. Put your hands up if this is your first TeachMeet. Can you put your hands up? Wow. That's quite impressive. Put your hands up if you've been to other TeachMeet Clevedons before. Put your hands up if you've been to any other TeachMeet that wasn't one of these. If your hand isn't up right now, they're not all like this. This is awesome, but please don't go away from here thinking that you can't organise a TeachMeet because it's got to be like this. 2 days after I was here for the last one, I was in a library in Carmarthen with about half a dozen other people. And that was equally awesome in a different way. You need one ingredient for a TeachMeet and you need some teachers. And just get them to talk. And that's it. Go back and organise one. At our school, we're planning on using it as a model for CPD internally from now on. But just go and find it and get those ideas. Hands up who's on Twitter. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? That wouldn't have happened a couple of years ago. Twitter's fantastic. If you're not, get yourselves on. Follow some people. The analogy that was made last time is it's a bit like a virtual staff room. It is, you get on it, you try and follow everything all the time, and then you get burned out and you can't. If you were in your staff room and you wandered around, you tried to join in every conversation, people would think you're weird. Just follow it, pick and choose. If you're going to pick one, pick this one. Hashtag Pedagogue Friday on a Friday, share something that you've done, follow it, and pick up loads of ideas for the following week. 140 characters isn't enough anymore, you can start blogging. If that's a bit intimidating, just start reading other people's blogs. Some of these are brilliant, they might be practical, they might be a little bit more head-thinky, stretchy if you want some David Didow stuff. If you find this symbol on a blog, it means you subscribe to it. You can do it by email, you can get a reader, you can do it on your iPad, and every time they update, they come to you. A great little way of just getting some regular CPD and regular thinking time. How am I doing for time? Oh, I forgot about that. Right, okay. When you've read some blogs, go and write some blogs, loads of free stuff. It can be quite intimidating. Who would want to read what I want to write? Well, just do it for you. Writing things down really makes you think. And if you haven't got a blog and you just want to get started, then go and have a look at the Pedagogue website, because we'll happily put up some posts for you, and that could be a really good way of just making some connections and getting your way in. So Guerrilla CPD is about doing what you need for you to become a better teacher right now. And my advice is that you can do all of this when you walk out of this room. You can do it for free. Anyone who isn't doing it is missing a huge trick. So there we go. I might have actually been under as well. There we go. Thank you very much.